What's up, Michigan? As you can see, we have a full house here on the State Champs Michigan Poolside podcast. I'm Lorne Plant. It's good to be back with you, and it's always a pleasure to have David Zulkiewski, who is a teacher and the girls' head swim coach at Bloomfield Hills High School. He's also the webmaster for the Michigan Interscholastic Swim Coaches Association. David is fresh out of practice for his Blackhawks and is coming to us from school tonight. David, I just want to say I appreciate your commitment to the cause.
Thank you. Thanks for letting me run solo last week. It was a good time, and looking forward to having you back today.
Absolutely. Well, thank you. It's always great to be here. And also with us today are two seniors representing Grand Rapids Northview High School. First off, hello to you, Maddie Tay.
Hi.
All right. Welcome Hasten Horling. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. On the show today, guys, we're going to be focusing on Division II girls swimming. David is going to talk about some of the favorites as we inch closer to the state finals. He'll talk a little bit about teams and individuals who have some high expectations. Our two guests today hope to play a big role, as well as their team at the D2 state meet at Oakland University. Last year's meet was in their own pool, where the Wildcats finished third as a team overall. We'll also chat up some sleepers that could emerge at the state championships this season. So that is all ahead, so stick with us. But first, I just need to say that Poolside is presented by Lawrence Technological University. Lawrence Tech wants you to recruit yourself. Just go to ltuathletics.com, click on the Recruit Yourself link. Academic and athletic scholarships are available in over 24 varsity sports. Poolside is also brought to you by the Michigan High School Athletic Association, promoting the value and values of educational athletics, and by the physical therapy and sports medicine professionals with the Detroit Medical Center. Our Game Changers segments are back. Check our YouTube playlist by searching State Champs TV or go to our website, statechampsnetwork.com, for great insight on training tips and more. And if you need immediate care, go to dmc.org/gamechangers. All right, so we focused on Division I a few weeks back, and we're going to focus on Division II today and talk about some of the teams that would be considered favorites. And David, there's pretty much a recurring theme that the OAA Red is strong again this year.
It is. Seaholm and Groves and Adams, they've had some amazing dual meets this year. Swam each other at dual meets, swam each other at county meet. They'll be at my pool in a couple of weeks for a league meet, and then they'll all get together again at Oakland this year and fight it out. And Seaholm's got a lot of depth and a lot of top-end speed. Samantha Clifford and a few of those young ladies just doing a wonderful, wonderful job. I think the big one this year has been Danny Triglia, and who we had on a few weeks ago, and his Groves girls putting together some great times. Had some real nice swims at Oakland County meet, and I know they're ready for a dominant performance here at the league meet, and then get ready for states. Rochester Adams, a little quiet this year. We haven't seen a lot of results, and we've got a few athletes that were on the roster last year that we haven't seen a lot of, if at all. So it'll be interesting to see if some of those great swimmers are going to be back this year. We've heard, some rumblings around the pool deck, and we'll see what happens here as we get near the end of the year. Farmington, they've graduated a feat kids the last few years, but we had a great meet with them, and just a little bit more depth than us. So they'll be in the mix too. They're a top 15 team at state meet for sure.
And as well, we know that some of the representation we have here with us is going to be looking to make some waves at the D2 state meet, and that is Grand Rapids Northview. And so let's just kind of, find out from you guys right away. Last year, you guys hosted the state meet. It was obviously unusual that we were swimming in January, but regardless of that, you guys had that experience and you guys were able to have some success. So how do you guys, first off, build, how have you built from last year, maybe looking at last year's team comparing to this year's team moving forward? I'll start with you, Hasten.
Yeah, I feel like we've, at the beginning of the season, we all talked about it, and we started our training, hard right off the bat, and which will show out at the end. So I'm super excited to see the end result because we've been working our butts off the whole entire season with zero breaks. But I'm ready to see what we can all do, and we all deserve it. So I'm super excited.
Yeah, for sure. And Maddie, one of the things that we had listed here is in that we wanted to ask you about. In order to be a top 5 team, you need to score all 3 relays. So how has Northview been approaching the relays this year? And have you been spreading out the talent, or have you guys kind of zeroing in on a specific one?
Yeah, so what's great about our team this year is that we have so much more depth than we've ever had before. So it makes it a lot easier to make relays that are competitive, but also that are flexible. So a lot of our meets this year, we knew going in, we had a pretty big advantage. So we've been kind of balancing the relays just to create some more competition within our own team. So our coach likes to make the relays within half a second, and we have to beat it out for the first place medal. So that has been fun. So they definitely haven't been all of our fastest swimmers on one relay, unless we knew that we needed to win that relay to win the meet. But yeah, so it's been really fun switching it up and having some competition just on our own team. But I'm really excited to see what relays we'll put together for the conference and for the state meet.
That's terrific. Ladies, swimming is kind of unique. You can qualify individually, and then obviously we got our relay qualifiers. But at the end of the day, we're going to score out a team trophy. Where are you guys at? Do you have a lot of girls individually qualified? And then second question on that, do you have a lot of girls that are going to shave down and taper for league meet that are really close to their state cuts?
Yeah, I'd say we have about at least 5, maybe 7 girls who have individual state cuts. I'm not sure exactly, but I think there's going to be a couple swimmers tapering for conference to try to get their state cut. But yeah, we'll see. I think it'll be pretty good going into the conference meet, and all the girls who have their state cut aren't going to be tapering, I don't think. So it'll be just a little 2-day taper down, I guess you could say.
All right, so we're probably going to suit up and stuff. And then how do you handle coming off that league meet success and then getting ready for state meet? Are girls going to double taper? What type of stuff? You guys have been through it a few times. So what would somebody see on your team as they get ready, coming off a league meet, getting ready for states?
Yeah, so for someone who has already made their state cuts before the conference meet, we don't really taper going into the conference meet at all, maybe just a 1 or 2 day rest, just to maybe more mentally get ready for that big meet. So anyone who's made their state cut already just trains right through and then starts their taper 2 weeks before conference or before states. And then if you make your state cut at the league meet, then you'll just double taper. Which that works fine for some people. I know it's not always ideal, but I have done it personally all 3 years. And it's never really been a problem for me. So either way, I think our girls are definitely going to be prepared.
What about, so if I already have my cuts, what's Rob talking to you guys about? Are you going to swim maybe a different lineup at league meet? Might you swim some off events or a third event that you don't normally swim, or are you staying focused on your number 1 and number 2 events?
Yeah, so basically he just asked what the girls wanted to do. So it depended on what you wanted to swim at MISCA, and what do you want to swim at conference. And some girls want to, since we didn't get the 2-day prelims and finals last year, some girls wanted to do that before they had to do that at state meet. So I'm personally doing that, but I know other girls on our team who are doing their 3rd or 4th best event, but they'll place pretty high too, so it'll work out.
All right, well, let's talk about some of the events that you will swim individually, and I'll ask both of you. We'll start with you, Hasten. I know that you were 5th in the breaststroke last year at the state meet, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So what events did you swim last year individually at the state meet, and what is it that you'll be focusing on this year?
Yeah, so I'm swimming, last year I swam the 50 free and then the 100 breast, and which was pretty hard because just because it was in January and like everyone was like mentally was tough on just like my mental health, I guess. But I feel like this year is going to be much better. And I'm swimming the 2 IM, I think, and the 100 breaths. So I'm super excited just because I've been working on my IM all season. So it'll work out pretty good. And then I'll be probably leading off the 200 free relay and swimming the medley. So.
Okay. So you'll have a busy afternoon or 2-day event. How about you, Maddie?
I am swimming the 100 fly and the 50 free. So last year at States, I didn't do so well in the 50 free, partly just because, January. But I was starting to have some shoulder problems from swimming for so long. So I honestly didn't do that well, but I am so excited here to just have one taper and just know that that's my goal. So I'm really excited for the 50 free. And for the first time ever at States, I'm swimming the 100 fly. So it's like a cut I've been trying to work towards my entire high school career. And I finally made it at Miska. So I'm really excited for that. Honestly, I just want to break a minute. It's not really focusing more on place. I just want to beat the clock and my own personal goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And for both of you, I mean, this has been a different grind this year, being in the fact that, there have been no breaks. There's been no stoppages. It's been straight through, maybe more of what you were used to in the past. But when you haven't done that, for a year, how have you handled, physically, conditionally, how do you feel, as you get ready for the stretch run?
Yeah, I physically feel a lot. I feel ready for it. I'm just excited that we get a normal season. And I've been working towards this, swimming throughout the whole year. So it'll be super exciting to get a full taper and in the weight room, we've been all working our hardest. So it'll be super cool. And I'm super excited to see what can happen at that state meet.
All right. Well, we really appreciate both of these young ladies' time this evening. Obviously, they're going to want to get their proper rest as they get ready for the rest of the season, and obviously school is mixed in there as well. But we did want to talk and at least mention maybe some sleepers, David, in Division II that we could look forward to.
Yeah, sure. I think Gracie Olson and the Fenton Tigers are going to be charging into state meet. They got the fastest medley relay time of the year. Again, maybe not as much depth to be a top 5 team, but watch out. They're going to be swimming lights out. And, another one's somebody who we've had on the podcast last season, and that's Coach Stumpf and the ladies from Jenison. Put up some really good dual meets this year and continue to look strong, and every year getting a little bit better, faster. And, another team that's hosted a state meet at their pool before, so they know what it's like. And I know they're getting really excited to head out to Oakland and swim fast here in the next few months. So,
yeah, Grace Albrecht has been solid this season for Jenison. I know, Hasten, that your team went up against Jenison at the end of August this season. Your thoughts about the team that's the other Wildcats?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun racing Jenison. I knew going into that meet that it was going to be a close one. And that was probably one of the most competitive meets that we've had. And it was a lot of fun because I think it was one of our first dual meets. So everyone was pretty hype, and it was a lot of fun getting to race and being back in the pool with my team. And it was a lot of fun beating the team.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, hey, guys, we appreciate you being here. That's our show this week. Remember, you can either watch or listen to the Poolside podcast. Videos uploaded weekly on our website, social media, and our YouTube channel. That's State Champs Michigan is all you need to look for. You can also listen to the audio podcast by going to the platform of your choice, Apple, SoundCloud, Spreaker, whatever you like. The show's uploaded on Fridays. I want to thank our sponsors, Lawrence Technological University, the Michigan High School Athletic Association, and DMC Sports Medicine and Physical Therapy Team. Thanks again to Grand Rapids Northview's Maddie Tay and Hasten Horling. Good luck the rest of the season. For David, I'm Lorne, and we'll see you next week.